Good, I guess. So yesterday I streamed FTL a little bit. Um, we went through the whole tutorial and everything. So if you're confused about, I mean, I'll do my best to explain like what I'm doing and things like that. But if you're confused about the actual kind of like little nuances and other things that go into the game's UI, it's probably not a bad idea to look for the video that I posted on Touch Arcade. I guess would be last night around 7 o'clock or so. Where I posted that it's like about a 40-minute video of the whole tutorial as well as the kind of like first system you go through. So you get a good idea of like all the super easy stuff in the game, like how switching weapon works and all that. So today we will start a new game. And just confirm to remove progress from the last game. So again, I'm really not that far into FTL at all here. So you're basically looking at what you get out of the box. Like even though I played a little bit, like the tutorial, you don't really get anything, and I didn't unlock anything permanently because I just basically played the game for about like outside the tutorial, the actual game proper for like 15 minutes or so, if that. So looking at your starter ship here, name the Kestrel, which we'll name something way more fun. I don't even know. Like the Twitch wagon. Oh no, the swag wagon. Swag wagon is a local myth in my Dungeons and Dragons group, or my old Dungeons and Dragons group anyway. Long story. So we can name our dudes whatever we want as well. So I can like rename this guy to Eli. And then you can kind of change what they look like and stuff like that. I don't know. This seems like a good Eli. And we can change this guy's name to Jared. That's a decent Jared, I guess. And then change this guy's name to Mike. We'll make we need a better, that can be Mike. He can have very dark hair. All right, so from here, you know, we only have our one weapon loadout to do here. And again, you know, just for the sake of demonstrating this, I'm going to stick in easy mode. After we go through this, maybe I'll switch it to normal mode. I don't know, but just to give a cursory once over, we'll start on easy mode here. All right, so premise of the game here. The data you're carrying is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure you explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. And then we're getting the tip here, system damage. When a system fully breaks due to fire or boarders, the hull also takes 1 damage. So good to go. And this is basically our ship at the start here. Don't really have anything cool to do. I guess for this we'll just jump to the next place. So starting in the top right or top left corner here, sorry. Only place we have to jump is here. So jumping to sector, the civilian sector here. Just tap jump and your ship blinks away. You come back into where you are, and then here's our first kind of combat exercise. So scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages you. Stay out of this or you'll be next. Concentrate fire on... And then we have 2 options here. You usually have... sometimes, well, I shouldn't say usually. Sometimes you have an option that you can potentially avoid combat or whatever. We're at the beginning of the game. My systems are at full. Like I have, you know, tons of missiles and stuff like that. So there's not a whole lot of reason to avoid attacking this guy because you could have some good swag on him. So we are piloting the swag wagon, so it only makes sense to attack the pirate. Oh shit, I think I tapped the wrong one. It's just not possible to save every civilian affected by this war. You prepare to jump. All right, cool. Screw it. We'll just jump to the next one. Pretend like my fingers aren't super fat. So for this, all right, well, I guess to explain how the beacons work, basically we can have these two options right now, and then you can see where you can go from there. So with the exit being at the top right side of the screen, and these areas here being in like a star nebula, which can mess up your systems, it seems like it makes the most sense to take the kind of like middle of the road route and go from like here to here to here to here to here to the exit, or actually I guess here to the exit. So yeah, we'll just go here and jump. Ship blinks away, comes back in. All right, so pirate ship was lying in wait inside of the asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. So our only option here is turn to fight. Turn and fight, rather, sorry. All right, so we'll power up our systems here. Need to get a bro in the shield room. That usually works better. Target my missiles at... Well, I mean, this guy only has one shield, which I think our lasers can get through, but regardless, targeting my missile at his shields probably isn't a bad idea. And missile fires off first, hopefully damaging his shields. All right, cool. So shields are down. Laser now I'm gonna... oh wait, no, shields aren't down, rather. But his weapons are down, so that's cool. That's even better, arguably. All right, so now shields and weapons are down. So this is something that happens some of the time. So as you can see, the dude has 4 hull points remaining. So the pirate guy says, "The day is yours. Show us your honor by allowing us to leave with our lives." So we have the ability to accept their offer, which is going to give me 4 fuel, 1 drone parts, and 11 pieces of scrap. Alternatively, we cannot accept their offer and potentially get more loot, but it seems like you can also get less loot too. So like, there's not really a good choice here most of the time. It kind of seems like a coin flip. So in this case, just in the interest of speeding things along, we'll accept their offer, get the loot. And then, all right, need to deal with some fire here. So let's see, we will do the door control. Oh crap, well, door control is messed up. So that is a really bad place for there to be fire in the ship. All right, well, we're gonna jump just so I can get out of this asteroid field. So jump to the civilian sector. All right, so come across another hostile guy. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. So we can either pay 19 scrap, which is a little less than half what we have right now, or we can reject their offer and fight. So things are already starting to go kind of south because I have my door control area is damaged. My ship is on fire. And hang on, let me ban this guy. Oh, I'm not logged in. Oh well, screw it. All right, so I think we'll reject their offer, even though we're not in the greatest state right now. So let's see. Too bad you regret this decision. My stuff's still on fire, which is real bad, especially considering my dude on the bridge is I can't open or close my doors. All right, and we have I have a guy that has boarded my ship now. So this might be a really, really short adventure in FTL here, but either way, that's the fun of the game. So let's get this guy over here so we can deal with this dude that's on the ship. Get this guy in this room to start fighting the fire. Hopefully he doesn't die. While we're at it, we will shoot our missiles at their teleporter and then the regular lasers at their shield. Unpause so everything goes down. Oh god, this dude's just burning alive now. That's terrible. Alright, you need to get out of there, buddy. You need to get the medbay stat. Alright, cool. Oh great, now my engines are dead. Alright, both these guys need to get healed up. I need to do some more shooting. Alright, cool. Well, we survived. Had a lot of problems now on the ship. So let's see here. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. So we have 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 17 pieces of scrap. So continue. And then from here, we kind of have the option to chill out in the med bay, heal up. Really wish that I could just open my doors, but I can't. So let's see if we can't get these 2 dudes to handle this. Kind of just alternating between fighting the fire and going back to get more health. Although I guess 2 people in there is pretty good. Alright, so fixing out the door control, which hopefully is going to allow me to fight the fire. Alright, so door control is online, which is going to allow me to open these. So my cameras are down, so I can't see where the fire is, but I'm going to assume that it has spread to the rooms that I basically can't see. So I'm going to leave the doors closed where my dudes are in the med bay and in the door control room. Unpause. Kind of just give this a minute to hopefully suck all the air out and with any luck get rid of the fire. So give this a second, and then we'll go and repair the rest of my ship. So as far as what I think about the Amazon Fire TV, I don't know, it seems cool. We'll see what Apple answers with. And Marku87, no, I have not beat FTL before. I've gotten really close, but I haven't actually beat it, which I'm not too proud of, but whatever. All right, so I feel like we probably successfully vented oxygen, and so I'm going to close all my doors. Send these 2 guys back to the med bay so they heal up. And then send them down to the camera control room to repair that. Here, let me ban this dude real quick. All right, and then repair the engine. Twitch Watcher 09 has left the channel. Oh well. All right, so in a decent state right now. Hull is in pretty decent shape, so we can basically get my dude back to the bridge. Get this guy, I don't know, we'll put him on shields. And then we will jump to the next sector. All right, so we have a store above us, which those are usually worth stepping into. So as you can see, like where it says warning here, that is what you want to stay away from. That's the rebel forces coming to get you, and every time you jump, that moves forward a little bit. And if you come across like an enemy scout or something like that, it's entirely possible that you will like it'll move forward like twice in that particular turn. All right, so jump to the store. All right, so the space station here has a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. So fix all for 4, I guess, which will bring us down to 54. All right, so there's a couple different ways that you can approach this when you're at the store here. So it seems like it's usually a good idea to get the drone recovery arm first, but given the fact that we have crew that can potentially be hired, that can be more useful. So here, we'll take a look at everything that we have to buy here. So drone recovery arm here has, it basically gives you bonus, or I'm sorry, it gets your drones back when you eventually get drones, which is pretty good because you use a lot of drone parts when you fire off drones. Reverse ion shield protects your ship from ion damage, giving you a 50% chance to negate entirely. And then advanced FTL navigation allows you to jump to any previously visited visitor. So alternatively, we have the option to buy some weapons. Don't have enough scrap for either of those. Also have the ability to buy some systems, but again, I don't have scrap for those. So if I had the scrap for it, I could get the drone control thing, which would allow me to like fire off drones in the in battles. Crew teleporter allows me to teleport my dudes to their ship, and then the cloaking basically gives you like a ton of evasion. So for this, we have 3 options of NPCs, and I don't have enough for this dude here. So 1 of 2 humans I'll be picking up. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, their stats are the same. So buy this guy, welcome to the crew. And then I'll buy some extra fuel with my remaining scrap. All right, so with 4 dudes on crew now, that means I can have a guy basically on each of the vital systems for combat. Engine, weapons, shield, and someone at the helm. So with that taken care of, let's jump to the next system. At this point, it doesn't really seem to matter if I go to the top one or the bottom one here. They're both civilian locations, and I can get to the exit in, let's see, 1, 2, 3 jumps from either one. So kind of a coin flip here as to where we go, but I guess I'll just go to the top just for fun. All right, actually, let's go here because there's more options that are open in case like there's another store or like a distress beacon or something like that. So we'll jump. And then once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they have tried to shut down your engine. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move in to attack. All right. So pause things while we get stuff sorted. Let's see, I have all my dudes in the right spots. This guy only has 1 shield. We're getting kind of low on missiles, so I don't really want to burn too many of them. So I guess let's just target our laser at their shields and see if we can get away with not using our missiles right now. Alright, so firing across. Got 1 damage through. They didn't hit us, looks like. My shield's recharging fast enough because I have a dude on the shields. Another burst laser. Alright, so 1 more attack and he's dead. Hull's holding strong. Alright, and that guy's dead. Alright, so with the pirate ship destroyed, your ship's system is restored to full functionality. You salvage what you can from the debris. Alright, so and again, it's worth mentioning that I'm playing this on easy just for the sake of like being able to show a lot of it in the stream. If you are playing this normal mode, like the enemies are way more threatening, and like I would have some serious issues with my hull right now probably, and would need to kind of like balance out like the different things I do and stuff like that. So here, let's repair our med bay. Get these guys back where they were. And everything looks good for us to just jump to the next location. So nothing really that cool that we can get to, so we'll just make a break for the exit here. Jump again. Alright. So you receive a transmission. Sorry, sir, this is nothing personal, but we're under orders. The rebel ship's weapons go hot. So we'll pause again. So as you can see, this dude has drone controls, as this is why this little turd here is floating around my ship. Remains to be seen how threatening that drone is. So typically with drone ships, I target their drone control. I guess we'll see what kind of weapons he has. So we'll unpause, start firing. Actually, I'm just gonna power this off and get my engines back up. All right, so doing decent. Looks like my shield's recovering at a reasonable clip, so I'm not taking hull damage when he shoots me. Missing though, which is annoying. All right, so our shot there. Oh crap! Just missing like crazy on this guy. All right, so drone control's down. I'm gonna retarget this at their shields, I guess, because the laser's not doing a whole lot of work on me. So, all right, so the enemy ship appears to be firing up its FTL. It's trying to escape. What that means is we need to retarget towards our engines. And pause. And I'm basically going to probably kill him next turn. Alright, so dude's dead. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. So 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 26 pieces of scrap, which is a pretty decent haul. No complaints there. Alright, so everything's looking decent on my ship. I can't repair my hull right now without visiting a space station or something like that. So not a whole lot I can do other than jump to the next system. Alright, so the Rebel fleet is decently behind us. So right now we have 3 different options. We can go to the distress beacon, we can go to the store, we can just go straight to the exit. I guess we'll go check out the distress beacon just for fun. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make it to the exit before they advance forward. Like the only way that this could go south is like if the distress beacon is actually like an enemy spy or something crazy like that, which I think has happened to me in this game before. Like, all sorts of random crazy stuff will happen to you when you're playing this. So let's jump to there. All right, so you find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. So, our options here are 3. So we can send the crew in a shuttle to help put out a fire. We can dock and try to rescue the survivors or leave. So, thinking about this, I would say that 1 could result in one of my dudes dying from the fire. 2 could result in me getting new crew members, or 3 results in nothing. So, in the interest of not potentially losing guys, I'm going to dock and rescue. 4 damage to my hull, but 13 scrap. All right, so you locate the highest concentration of life forms and bring the ship alongside the station. Before you can begin to offload the survivors, huge blast splits the station apart. Your ship is thrown away and some debris pierces your hull. You watch helplessly as the last of the survivors are consumed in the collapse of the station. So, I mean, I guess some spare parts, like that'll cover the cost of those repairs that I just got. So yeah, I don't know. Continue. Wait for my dude to repair the bridge here. So while I'm waiting, I'm super happy with this game so far on the iPad. The touch controls are incredible. I've played it on both the iPad and the PC, and I would say that the iPad is like the definitive version of this game, because like playing it in bed last night on my iPad mini, just like chilling out and, you know, like doing all the touch control stuff, it was just like absolutely incredible. FTL is like the perfect game to play while you're kind of like, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, like if you play a lot of iOS games, it's like the perfect game to play while you're doing something else. Because it's not like super fast paced. It's very, very conducive to pausing whenever you want, things like that. So like, you know, you're watching TV or something that, you know, you're only paying half attention to. You're playing FTL. It's just great, as opposed to, at least like the way that my house is set up. Like I can't really do that on my computer. So I like the iPad version way more. All right, so we're gonna jump to the exit. You arrived at the long-range beacon, and the FTL drive is charged. You can jump to the next sector. Unfortunately, we recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. All right, so option here: buy one slave and free them to join your crew, attack the slaver's scum, or ignore the slaver and continue on our way. I always think it's more useful to have a lot of crew. So I'm gonna buy the slave, even though I guess there's potential that I could get more if I attack, but I probably won't get another crew member. And if you see here, like the crew member they're gonna give me is the alien guy, which are typically always better than humans. So got a new crew member. I don't really know what we should put him on. I guess we can just have him kind of chilling out in like door control area, I guess. I don't know what this does when it's manned though. All right, so it does nothing when it's manned, just as I thought. Yeah, none of these do anything when they're manned. All right, well, whatever. We can have a dude hanging out. I got no problem with that. So we'll jump to the next sector. All right, so our options here. You can go to the pirate-controlled sector or the civilian sector are two options right now. And as you see here, like the choices that you make kind of control what you have access to in the future. So I think it might be more fun to go to the pirate sector. So we'll do that, I guess. All right, so jumping. If the reports are true, this area has been under the control of pirates for quite some time. Some traders still attempt to trade with the few settlements that remain, but they do so at great risk. All right, cool. So I have a ship loaded full of crew, decent amount of fuel. Feeling pretty good about this. Distress beacon below us. This could potentially be good. So we'll jump to that. All right, you follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Your only option here is to hail them to offer assistance. They respond, help, our shields are down, and they won't last long. I guess we'll try to shield them with ours. I mean, I don't know, it seems kind of cruel to just leave them out. So 1 damage to our hull, but we got 6 fuel and 36 scrap. The game says you succeed in preventing them from being entirely destroyed, but your ship took a number of hits in the process. They offer some of the scrap and fuel they were mining out of the asteroid as thanks. So from here, there's not a whole lot we can do other than jump again. All right, so we'll take this kind of northernly route here, I guess, just for the sake of going quickly. To answer your question, Thok, yeah, this game has a ridiculous amount of depth and replayability. Like, it's really, 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 really good. All right, so game says, not too far from the beacon, you detect a destroyed cargo ship with its cargo scattered nearby intact. All right, so our two options here are bring it aboard, and 2, leave it alone, this looks suspicious. So I'm guessing if we try to bring it aboard, we're going to have some kind of encounter with potentially a hostile aliens or something like that, which could be a trap, but you know what? This is the swag wagon we're piloting, so we don't miss out on the opportunity to get loot. So bring it aboard, and of course, you bring the cargo aboard. Before you have a chance to open them, a pirate ship appears out of hiding and charges. At the same time, the crates fly open. Intruders aboard the ship. All right, so pause things while we get stuff cooking. I'm gonna get this mantis dude over. Oh shit! This guy over here. That's probably good for now. Also, start targeting their weapons. Probably seems smart. And unpause here. Yeah, this dude is just ripping these guys up. Oops. Alright, so let's get these two guys to medbay. While we're at it, we will vent these rooms into space. Get rid of that fire. Alright, disabled their weapon system. That's pretty good. Close all my doors. Get this dude back onto... Oh, shit. This guy back onto weapons. The ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. So that means we need to pause. Target this at their engines. And hopefully take them out. Alright, cool. So FTL has been delayed. Now let's hit their shields. Alright, so the pirates say, "You've made your point, we are beaten, take these and leave us to our shame." So it would be 2 fuel, 1 drone parts, and 18 scrap. So we accepted the offer last time, so this time let's see what happens when we don't accept surrender, and we'll see what we get instead. Alright, oxygen has been damaged, so let's get this guy over here to repair that while we're fighting. Alright, they exploded, so let's see what kind of loot we get. Alright, so we got more loot than we would have if we got in their ship, but in the process took some damage, so it's kind of tricky. So I continue here, repair my oxygen real quick. Actually, I can get this guy up here too to do it faster before jumping. Alright, so get this guy back on the engines. This guy can, I don't know, go hang out in medbay, I guess. And from here, everything's looking good, so we will just jump to the next sector. Alright. So you recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. So 26 scrap for 1 crew member seems pretty good. So let's do that again. Because Swagwagon can never have too many crew. Alright, so now we got more guys. This might be the most crew I've ever had on this ship, actually. Including playing the PC version. So, satisfied with that. Those guys do really good damage, so if my crew, if we get boarded or anything like that, we'll be good to go. So, jump. So this here, inside of the nebula, our sensors get messed up, so you can see what happens when we jump. Alright, a heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to contact them, they fade into the nebula. So we can attempt to follow and help them, or keep our position and think that they can handle themselves. So attempting to follow them would probably result in some goodies, but in the process, like, I'm pretty sure it'll take hull damage. Like, I'm pretty satisfied with having the hull integrity that I have now. I have plenty of scrap to repair, so let's follow them. Alright, well, search is hopeless. Your sensors can't pick anything up in the nebula. So, didn't gain anything, didn't lose anything, no big deal. Alright, jump again. This time we're going straight to the exit. Jump. Alright, so this long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. So, continue. Everything is looking good. So, and as you can see, being inside the nebula, like, my sensors don't work, so I have no idea what's going on in my ship unless there is a dude in that particular room, which can be kind of tricky if you're fighting someone inside of a nebula that's, like, boarding your ship. Really not great. Alright, so we'll jump again. Go to the next sector. So we did a pirate sector. Let's jump to the Engi homeworlds. Is what's the next one? Is the rock-controlled sector. This one's civilian, so hopefully we'll run into some people that can repair our hull. Alright, so we've arrived in Engi space. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that or pronouncing that right or not. So, sue me if I'm not. The mantis have been threatening the Engi core world, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. Cool. So jump, we'll go to the distress beacon, because I always like helping people out in this game. Alright, so you find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help or being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Alright, so I have tons of crew now, so I don't necessarily feel bad about like doing things that send the crew in. So I'm going to go with the first option here, to send the crew to help. Giant alien spiders are no joke. I lost one of my human guys. Oh well, who cares? Your crew boards the station, cautiously moving between corridors. Suddenly, a man-sized arachnid bursts from the vent in the ceiling, followed by countless more. You fight your way back to the airlock and are forced to leave before accounting for all crew members. Not everyone made it back. So, lost a guy there. Didn't get any swag or anything, so overall, net loss. Jump again. Learning my lesson about helping people in this system. Alright, so the Engi are waiting you at this beacon with their weapons online. They explain a computer virus that is wanted for hostile acts against the Engi. Multiple counts of binary scrambling, nano dissolution, and variable interference is aboard your vessel. Let's see here. So we'll just continue. They insist they must destroy your ship to prevent the virus from escaping. So two options here are hold on, let us try to purge the system code, or attack the vessel. So let's go with the non-violent approach, just to see what happens. Alright, so wiping your engine core and shields proves useless. Eventually, you trap the virus in the weapon system to purge it, but before you do, the Engi will grow restless and attack. So left with no option but to fight back. Alright, so let's see here. What seems to be the most threatening here that we can attack? I guess let's go for their drone controls. That usually seems like a decent place to start. Alright, for this I think we're going to bring the lasers online, send this dude down to repair the shields, or I'm sorry, the missiles online. So they're kind of really starting to do some good work on me. So target the missile on their weapons. Satisfied with what we've done to their drones. God, taking a lot of damage here. This is not great. Alright, let's get this guy out of here. Get these shields online before we die. This is real bad. My door control is down, which always sucks. So basically, I need to kill them before they kill me at this point. Which I think we're going to be able to do, but we're going to have so much fire to deal with, it's not even funny. Alright, so cool, we got an awful lot of scrap there. So with the ship destroyed, you detect that the virus has abandoned your ship and disappeared somewhere within the systems of the wreckage. It will infect whatever Engi ships it passes next, but your mission is too vital to risk reinfection by stopping it. So got a decent amount of scrap, one missile, one drone part, no big deal. So let's get these guys in here to fight this fire and repair the med bay, because that is important. Oh shit, these dudes are really low. Alright, I'm gonna move these guys down here, get these guys over here. Fuck. This is really bad. Lost a crew member. Not great. Not great at all. Alright, cool. So if I plan here basically is to repair the medbay here, heal up my dudes, hopefully get the door control back online, continue stopping off inside the Oh shit, I really hope the fire doesn't spread to those two guys down there. That's gonna be real bad. Alright, so repairing this. Alright, so door control is back online. That's decent. Let's see if we can get down here. Okay, our sensor's back up. I can intelligently open doors for the fire. Alright, cool. Let's get some door action going here. So open that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Alright, so hopefully venting all the fire into space, saving my guys in the process. Alright, so the fire's getting sucked out slowly. Alright, cool. So close all my doors. Wait for oxygen to fill back up into the ship. I basically really need to get my hull repaired at a station or something like that. Alright, cool. So get these dudes repairing. Alright, you repair that, you repair that, you repair that, you come up here and get healed. Alright, so I don't really have a way to repair right now aside from hitting up a store that I can repair my ship at, so we'll have our fingers crossed that a store is in one of the next areas that we come across. Otherwise, we're in serious trouble. Alright, so get this bro in here, get that bro over there. So back down to a crew of 4, unfortunately. Alright, so everything's looking good. All we really have left to do is jump. Oh, saved by the store. Alright, so at Engi ship hails, engine upgrade necessary for travel home, sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. Alright, so fix all for 56 scrap. Very expensive. Then what can we afford to buy here? So the only equipment augmentations we can get is long-range scanners, which not great. I think I'll just like top up my fuel by 3 fuel maybe just to be at 20. Go up to there. So everything's looking decent. Once again, full hull. I guess the store here isn't going to reach us to the next one, so I don't really have more scrap to spend anyway. So we'll jump to the next place. Alright, so an Engi ship in the vicinity, seeing you jump in armed to the teeth, immediately broadcasts its surrender. Subject goal, wealth. Engi motivation, survival. Transfer of goods acceptable. So we can either explain that we're friendly or accept their offer of surrender. So, I don't know. It seems like sometimes it pays to just be nice in this game. So yeah, we'll explain that we're friendly. The Engi seem relieved and eager to get underway. They set off without saying goodbye. So, no big deal. Didn't gain anything, didn't lose anything. So, we will just jump. So coming across another store, and we'll be able to loop down and get to the exit here. See what this store has in store for us. All right, a message arrived. Your scrap ours, our weapons for you. You're about to raise the shields when you realize it's just an Engi trader looking for trade. All right, so crew that I can't afford. See, these Engi guys are good because, as you can see here, their repair speed is doubled, but their combat damage inflicted is halved. So, like, if you have stuff that you need to get repaired really quick, like if you get your weapon system or whatever taken out, like, Engi guys are fantastic for that. So, I guess we'll just buy some fuel because I have 4. That's always useful. And then keep on keeping on. All right, so you stumble across a forward scout to the rebel fleet. So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. If you come across a scout that is able to jump away or whatever before you kill them, like the rebel line on the map will move up way more than it was before. So hopefully we can, all right, yeah, so here. They're powering up their FTL. If they get away, they will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. So let's go nuts and just start attacking them. So target their engines. Everything else is looking good. Don't really want to waste any missiles, so that seems legit. And really, like, I'm so close to the exit now that it doesn't really matter if they jump away or not. But it'll be easy to get rid of them, so yeah. Let's see here. Only getting 1 point of damage. Really need to... Oh, they're jumping away. Well, I wasn't able to do anything. So this is an example of what I was talking about. The scout jumps away. They are sure to have informed the fleet of your position. You must get to the next sector as soon as possible. So as it says here, fleet pursuit doubled for 1 jump. Just to continue. Nothing that we really need to do now. Everything looks fine. So we will jump here, and as you can see, like they've advanced way more now after that scout saw me. So it's still fine. We're gonna be able to make it no problem. All right, so you receive a distress call from a nearby Engi ship. Assistant requested, danger present, imminent destruction. We'll respond because I would really love to get one of these guys in my crew. All right, so you approach to find a Mantis ship assaulting a small Engi space station. You prepare for a fight. Sounds good. Pause the game to target my weapons. I have a teleporter here, which I'm really not wild about these sort of things, so we'll target that first. Maybe I'll get my... screw it, I don't need my missiles for this. Alright, so teleporter is coming online. Where is this dude? Let's get you over here to help this guy. Alright, so satisfied with that. Send this guy to medbay. Switch my laser to their shields. And hopefully they should be dead soon. Alright, yeah, cool. I just need 1 more hit and they're toast. So, decent overall. No big damage. I'm going to send this dude to medbay now because I don't really need the evasion because they're dead. Let's see. The Mantis ship breaks apart. So let's attempt to contact the Engi after we see our loot here of 2 fuel, 1 missiles, and 29 pieces of scrap. Alright, so the station was in the process of being evacuated. A number of civilian Engi offer their gratitude. As they finalize their preparations to leave, they offer some fuel as a reward. Cool. So once this guy is healed up, I'll put him back on the engine. And then we will be underway. So jump to the exit here. Hopefully there's no action at the beacon. All right, so you arrived at the long range beacon and the FTL drive is charged. You can jump to the next sector. You detect a automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. So we can either intervene or avoid the conflict. Like, I feel like a refueling outpost is just going to give me more fuel. I'm pretty straight on fuel right now, so I think I'm going to just avoid the conflict and just jump out. All right, so you steer clear of the conflict. The outpost receives a beating, but the ship stops its attack before it's destroyed. Continue, just jump away. Go to the next sector. All right, so either a civilian sector or a pirate-controlled sector. Let's check out the civilian sector. Jump there. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector before pursuing rebels catch you. All right. What options do we have here? Only one, so we'll jump there. All right. So a mantis female comes on the vid screen. The females don't make it to authority unless they're particularly vicious. You power the weapons. All right, so things are going to kind of start to get tricky here because I haven't necessarily had the scrap to really put that many upgrades into my ship, and like being this far in, like this guy has significant shield, so like I'm gonna need to use missiles. So I'm gonna power my engine down one, turn my missiles on, target the missiles at their shields, and then target my burst laser. I don't know, I guess at their crew teleporter thing, which is probably going to be a huge issue. Yep, intruders. All right, so let's get this guy up here. How dare you mess with my oxygen? While we're at it, we'll get this guy over here. Great, and the door control's on fire, which is always, oh shit, the best place for a fire to break out. All right, so shit, this is really not good. Crap. All right, these two guys, I need you to put that fire out stat. Weapons are offline until I can get this fire out and this repair. These guys are taking way too much damage. All right, I'm gonna swap them out for this guy. You get in there. All right, now do a team effort on putting out this fire and repairing our weapons before we get totally smoked out here. Great, our engine's not doing good either. So I think I'm just gonna jump. And hopefully not have a... All right, cool. So this beacon seems to serve as a meeting place for local traffic. It seems you can find crew willing to fight on your ship here for a price. All right, so let's get this dude. Shit. Really need door control online. All right, well, I'm going to send both these guys. Let's send them to the med bay first because that is going to be more important if there's fires. Send these guys door control. Send these dudes over here. All right. So repairing our door control real quick. Let's get everyone to a safe spot like here. Then before things get even more crazy, let's open some doors to vent this fire. Shit, of course I lose sensors, so I'll just give this like 20 seconds and hopefully we vent all the fire into space. All right, so that's probably good now. Close all. Send these two bros to deal with the sensors being down. Go over here and deal with this. Go over here and deal with this. All right, so that guy's at full health. Right, so get these suits fully healed up while everyone else is repairing and back on their requisite systems. All right, so now we can jump away. The store seems like the best option because we're not going to be in a combat situation, even though I have absolutely no scrap that I can spend. So the space station here has a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. So, you know, no money of which I can spend here, although this guy would be cool to have because he's immune to fire. The rock guys are like perfect for putting out fire. Move really slow, but have a lot of health, so really handy to have around. Because, you know, as you can see, like, your ship gets caught on fire all the time. Do you like the idea of a larger iPad? I don't know. I'd buy one, I guess. All right, so we'll jump here. There's a refueling station. Have absolutely no scraps, so can't do shit. Jump. Distress beacon. Alright, so it appears the distress beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Your sensors are picking up a single life form. Well, let's go down to investigate. Worst case. Oh yeah, cool. The colony that seems to have recently... You find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, you find a lone survivor. So we'll invite him to join our crew. Cool. He states that he was a weapon operator before being stranded. He happily offers his services in exchange for getting off that rock. All right, so we'll put Charlie here on our weapons system because he has a bonus to that. And that should do us some good work here. All right, so let's jump. Finish out the system. All right, so a pirate ship is lying in wait inside the asteroid field. Immediately moves into attack, wasting no time here. Burst laser will target their shields, I guess. I have so many dudes manning so much stuff that like this will be pretty easy, I feel like. Maybe. Cool, so shield's down. Doing some damage to me, but it's not a big deal. Oh, not the weapons room. That is the worst place to have a fire. I need you two dudes in their stat. Oh, cool. So they're offering us an augment in exchange for... so that seems pretty good. I'll definitely take the FTL recharge booster and some other crap. So we'll jump. Exit, jump here. Alright, so you arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Continue. I see a civilian station with heavy damage. You receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some before you have them. So I don't know a way to use drone parts, so I'll just sell like all of them for 24 scrap. That seems pretty legit because scrap is always useful. So we'll jump to the next sector. An uncharted nebula. So I unlocked the just getting started achievement. I've been playing this game for just about an hour now, and unlocked the Engi cruiser ship as well. So let's leave this here for now and pick up the next game on the list.